I'm your host, as always, flying with you here. We took off from Detroit on our way to good old, well, we've got a guest here, Brandon and Tim, and we're going to Brandon's favorite place. Where are we headed, Brandon? Let me turn you up because you guys are. Try that again, Brandon. Well, what place am I talking about? Which is? That's right. Yeah, we're headed to Calgary, guys. He don't like it there, but honestly, it's not so bad. Yeah, it's not so bad in the payware. I've done it a couple times. The reason he doesn't like it because the altitude for the runway is 3,200 feet. Well, it's still got to do with the altitude. It's not because, I mean, I flew it many a time with FS Tramp and didn't have no problems. You got to go there. This is the thing. I did a video last night, even though things kind of went, those saying goes up shit creek, because Actor Sky messed up. But the trick with them places, when you're landing, you got to remember a couple things about higher altitude runways. Is number one, you're, let's say 3,000 feet. So automatically where you're landing, you already know that, that's still pretty high up, right? So that's going to be a little bit different on the engines when landing at that, at that altitude. The trick is, so let's say we'll do Calgary, being that's where we're flying. 3,000 feet. So by what altitude do you think you would want to have your speed already set, flap set, pretty much ready to, to be steady, where you don't got to adjust your speed anymore? What altitude would you think would be the appropriate for that runway?
I would probably say that at least 10,000 feet.
It's a bit too much. I would say if you're at 10,000, here's what you got to think about it. Let's say you was landing at a regular runway at 100 feet. You would have your speed set by 3,000 feet. You'd be set, right? So you just got to do your math here, and you got to say, okay, I'm going to treat that 3,000 like I would a 100-foot runway. So if I wait until I get to 4,000, I've only got 1,000 feet to go. You want to give yourself 3,000 feet between, at least. So in this case, you'd want to be ready, speed set, flap set by 6,000.
Oh, okay.
Because you got to remember, and it still throws me off. Because you're not thinking about it, the way we should. We're thinking we're getting ready to land normal, and then we're like, oh crap, no, we're not. At 6,000 feet, well, we only got 3,000 feet. We're gonna be landing. You're gonna be doing your landing checklist at 5,000 feet,
Yeah.
right? So I would say at 9,000, I'd be setting my speed to 190.
Yeah.
So by the time I get to 10,000, I'm going to be at 230 knots before I even get to 10,000. So I'm going to treat 15,000 like I would 10,000. I'm going to
It's going to be a 250 by 15,000.
yes. That way you're still managing your speeds the way you would if you landed on a regular runway. Now, folks, nobody's got to go and do what I suggest, but that's what I would do. And I mean, I'm not saying I have a perfect track record because I don't. Who does? But I think you'd be safe by following my suggestion on that airport. I do believe. Well, you'll see whenever I land tonight, it should be a good landing. The reason the video crashed last night, well, it didn't crash. We did not crash. We rephrase that. I don't allow that. I don't end the video on a crashing. If I'd have crashed, I'd have done it over last night because I don't end with a crashing type of ending of a story. But last night, you know, we were flying, everything was good. And then as you guys saw, it just started getting crazy. Like the plane started rattling real bad. You could hear it shimmying and shaking. It was dropping. I mean, we hit a pocket and dropped almost 3,800 feet within not even 3 seconds.
Whoa.
So we had some serious problems going there. Things was turning off, turning on. I don't know what happened. I can't call it 100%, but it wasn't going to land last night. Who would try to land a plane with it acting like that? There was no way that I was going to land. That's why I said we're just going to call it quits here, fellas. But tonight, we're in the business jet again. And I think we'll have a good landing. I don't know what's going on with weather. I need to look at my actor sky and see. It's in the wind at zero. It says 0, 0, 0. So something's going on. Like it's not reading the weather right or something. But 737 don't really complain about it as much as if it had been the 74 or 777. Yeah, then it would have been a problem. So the reason I wanted to live stream tonight was to talk about the Twitch schedule and the new stuff that we're doing with Twitch. This involves everybody here. Myself, Brandon, even Tim, if Tim wants to be involved, Josh, anybody else that wants to fly. You know, this obviously with us, or at least close to us, you know, like Declan or someone like that. Anybody can do this, but Brandon, I'll let you explain to them why are we doing this? Why are we bringing in more than one pilot to fly on this Twitch? What is the reasons for? Explain that to them. And it's for the name too, right? Like it's for the name. It's BVI pilots, and I'm not against people that stream on their own channel. I mean, they can still do that, but if others would take even one day a week, or maybe you're someone that will only do it once a month. With the amount of people that we got Brandon, myself, Josh, probably Tim. So there's a consistency of 4 of us already. But if you want to fly in with that consistency, you can. If you only want to do it once a week, you can. The reason for it is to get our name recognized more than just, oh, I think I've heard of BVI pilots. I want it to be when people hear BVI, they know us for the amazing things that we've done. The only way to do that is to build our Twitch. What do you think about it, Brandon? The way that we're doing it to, because we want people to really see the milestone that we've broken here. I mean, I think that if you go back and you look at where we started with TFM and BVI, we was flying, but not like we are now. Yeah. We have. We really have. And the only way we're going to get noticed and become bigger is people helping by doing things like this. So if you are a part of the BVI community and you would like to join in on the flight schedule, please contact us. We'll get you, look, we'll make the schedule work. It's flexible. We can make it work. We can pin you in somewhere. Or in our case, we'll type you in somewhere. But, as the old coaches would say in the earlier days, you want to play with us? Come on, we'll pin you in, well, come on, we'll pin you in on this. We'll let you fly and be a part of the BVI. See, the problem is, when they go to Brandon's channel, they don't know it for BVI, they know it for him. When they go to Josh's channel, they don't know it for BVI, they know it for Josh. They go to Tim, they know it for Tim. Declan, they know it for Declan. Marshall, they know it for Marshall. Even though now, we do fly the BVI airline and Declan runs it. And so people hear about that, a lot through his channel. All right, there we go. So, anyways, I mean, it's just a way. Like I said, I'm not bashing nobody. I'm not saying you got to do it. If you don't want to, you don't want to. But I hope that you do. I hope that you do, because to me, this means a lot to me. The technology that we're using to be able to do this, we would have never done this 10 years ago. But luckily, we've stepped up to the plate and said, you know what, we can fly. Don't judge us because we can't see good or can't see at all. Because here we are, we're flying, right? There's other things too we got with BVI. We've got the Twitch. We've got Twitter. We've got the Twitter with BVI, which Declan's already got. You know, me and him both run that one as well. I need to set the YouTube so that he has access to that as well, because here's everything you can do, you guys. You could fly on your channel and send me the video, and we could upload it. Or you can upload it. You just gotta let me know who you are, and I'll make you a manager. Or, obviously I'm not gonna make everybody managers, but some of you I will. Others I would, but I need to know who you are first and know you better than just to add you in. But either way, we can make it work. Tim. Oh, where did Timothy go?
What's up?
Hey, so what do you think about the flight schedule thing? Now, I know you fly freeware right now, and that's absolutely perfectly okay. But when you are, you got things kind of straightened out with flying, are you going to join the flight schedule? Now, again, you don't got to be dedicated like every day.
Do it once a week, though.
Yeah.
I can't guarantee I'll be around all the time. I work and I have.
Yeah. No. Tim. Yeah. It's good. Oh, no, just kidding.
Laughing, Brandon. I'll tell you off air. You better not be laughing about me.
No. It's No. Brandon. No. But yeah, once a week is fine, and then when you want to update it and fly more, you can. And I'm going to go and personally show each one of you that do fly with us. I'm going to show you guys how to pencil in your schedule. Okay, how to add yours to the schedule, and it's real simple, So, we'll work on getting that done too. But I just think this is the way to really, if we're going to look, it's just time. It's time for us to get our name out there and really get it out there good. It's time. And there's a lot, guys, that we can do with Twitch. For example, if we ever want to do events, real events, if we ever want to do that, we can, there's things we can do through Twitch to create funding to help us with events. And stuff like that. Like events, even going to different, airport museums and, airplane museums, stuff like that. Like, that stuff would be fun to me, I think. Have a whole group of us going to different places like that, learning about different airplanes and the...
I'll tell you a place where I've really always wanted to go is just the Southern Space Museum. Oh yeah, I went there in 2018 when I was in training. And I got to go there. They had certain, not everything was there from 2000. Models that are you could touch. And it was pretty cool. And they had a fighter at the end, the simulator. Wow.
What was that like? Tell us about the fighter simulator. Could you feel the like?
Oh yeah, it moved, it flipped. Yeah, it did when you took off, it kind of tilted backwards, where it was kind of simulating where it would, when you were running down the runway, and then if you pushed the stick too far left or right, it would literally flip the seat over, flip over upside down. Oh wow! Simulate the roll, and spin and stuff. I had help. I had someone with me, enemies too.
That's really cool.
Never got to really shoot anything because I kept slipping between them. It was, yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it was a, was it an epic? I think it was an epic.
See, I would love to go to a place like that. That would be fun. That would be so much fun.
That is super duper cool, man. Very cool. Now that's an expensive type of simulator, the one that actually moves all the way around, upside down and all that. And you're talking the bucket smuck a duckaroos right there, bro.
It was freaky because like if you tilt, if you push the stick forward, like it would tilt forward, then it would flip you like a somersault, and you'd come back up. It was really freaky.
Oh, like where you do like a dive and you go upside down and basically do a big upside down circle.
Yeah. You could do that.
That is so cool.
It was funny, like if you flipped it too hard, like the stupid alarm would go off. It kept going off, and I could never, I never really figured out how to straighten it out. My friend
You,
next to me was kind of,
I bet now you would now that you better understand flying. I bet you could have straightened it out because now you know that. Okay, I need to keep the stick in the middle. I need to keep it dead in the middle. You didn't ride a purple pony, did you?
No, actually, it was a simulator. It was simulating a rover on Mars. And it turns into this roller coaster.
anyone feel like a Mars burger? Yeah. That was great.
So you're riding on it. Next thing you know, you're on a roller coaster, basically.
What was that? It was the Mars. What was the ride called? I can't remember. Mars something. It was a really cool ride.
Yep, we're live. So yeah, that's cool, man. That is really cool.
Space Camp was a really cool experience. Yeah, Columbia Edition was the best though. The last
Oh, God. Yeah. That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. That is.
I think I went in the Atlantis one. Or no, it wasn't that one. I can't remember.
So Josh, we were just talking about the schedule, the flight schedule, letting other BVI pilots know if they want to fly on that schedule, they can contact us. We'll get them set up, and they can. I'm basically going to. I mean, just anybody that is part of BVI that wants to. It's something that needs to happen. It's because not everybody's, like Brandon said, it's okay to fly on your own channel and all that, but we're not flying just for ourselves. We're flying also for BVI, and I think that if we're going to give BVI the attention that it needs to get its name out there, then we need to do things to improve that.
BVI pilots in general, not just we talking the airline or just us in general.
No, the airline's not called BVI pilots. It's called BVI virtual. So, actually,
No, I think that's a good idea.
just BVI in general.
Yeah.
That's why I talk about BVI. I didn't name the channel BVI for myself. That's for BVI. So, what would you say, Brendan?
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, it's our flight. I mean, we should stream it all in one place, but we want to stream other stuff on our own channel.
Yeah, and
Flight center would be essential to be all in one place because it would be able to, people can look it up and go, no, okay, go here, watch it here. No, go and watch one channel, go watch another channel.
well, and that way it's not, nobody feels like that they're less important than someone else. Like, everybody can feel equal through BVI, no matter what. But again, it's okay to fly for your own channel and do events on your own channels and stuff, but we usually try to stream that stuff so that others can see it. But I would like to see that happen. We got the channel here. I need to get a hold of. I'm going to get a hold of someone that's got a site, and I'm going to have them do some more touching up to the channel. And then also with Twitch, I'm going to have them touch that up, because Twitch, you can do all kinds of things with it. There's a lot you can do with it, so. Let's see. I'm going to grab, here it is. All right, so I wanted to read some of the.
Did we end up getting Tim's rise and stuff fixed yet and all that, or still
At
kind
this
of
point, it's not working, but at this point, it's not a huge deal. I'm more interested in going up tonight, tomorrow, after my group. My group is, I wanted to, it's looking to my first flight.
Yeah, that's
And I
it.
don't want to be.
Yeah, we'll definitely get that done tomorrow if you want. It had to be after
Yeah.
when I get back, but so
Until after 4:30, my church group actually got somebody who wanted to come back.
this came from one of our new subscribers. I enjoy the flights, all the flights that you share and that you do on the channel. I think it's important to communicate at all times, and I agree with your philosophy on communication. Whether someone's there or not, if you're visually impaired, you should communicate no matter what to make sure that no one else is there. Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I do. We have to do right bracket P, but that's always not 100% accurate neither. So I don't go by that. I communicate regardless. Doesn't matter if that shows me somebody or not. So
We also got aircraft repiloting ban too, which also showed that.
well, yeah, but instead of doing all that, why not just communicate? And if they are, they hear you. If they don't, then they don't. Same idea. Only I'm not going to waste a minute looking to see if somebody's on.
If they don't hear you, then it's still going to be your fault if they
What do you mean if they don't hear you? They're going to hear me because I communicate anytime that I'm making changes with my flight. So they would hear me.
even like, if, I don't know, I wish the voice communication thing was had a bit more range to it, because the text, when you text, it's range is a little bit more than if you do voice. I think voice is like.
It is, but I never see people texting unless they're close to an airport, and then I'll see some text, but I never see text anywhere else. Never.
Yeah.
I never see it. And you've got a good chance of aircraft being somewhere around you because VATSIM is that popular. So if I do right bracket P, I bet you won't have people around me. Let's just see.
Do you have AI out? Because if you have, hopefully you have it at 3.0.
Well, that don't. that don't matter. You can still tell what's AI and what's not. You'll know by the names.
Yeah, but then there might be some vaccine and AI call signs that are duplicate.
And when you use the sound pack that we use for VATSIM, you got to have AI, or you're not going to get the sounds. Jesse said you guys was low, but I've turned you up since then, so no. So we got someone at 7,000, we got someone at 14,000, we got another person at 28,000. So if I'm going to make a change with my airplane, I'm going to report it before I do it. That's just, I've always done that since day one, and I'll stick to that same thing that I've always done, because you know what? I've not wrecked yet, not ran into nobody yet. No one's ran into me, so must be doing something right. But so yeah, communication is important, but I appreciate your feedback on that. Let's go to the next. Let's see. Bear with me here, guys. I'm looking. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on. I think it's important when you have things go wrong that you figure out what you did wrong and you fix it, which is what I see happen here on the channel. When something doesn't go right, you figure out what it was and you fix it. I won't say names here, but I've seen another channel where someone flies and they mess up. They don't care that they messed up, or even if they interfere with somebody else. I don't think that's a good way to speak for BVI, and I don't think that it makes you guys look good as a whole when you have certain people that don't care about the way they do things.
First of all, about that, I just
Yeah, you got to remember that they're probably not BVI, and there's some of those we've tried to help, we've tried to support, but you can only do so much. You know, but the other point to make here is, when I go live or I do a video, if I do a video and it messes up or I mess up, it's still getting published. I'm not playing that little perfect card that I'm perfect and that nothing goes wrong. I publish it, period. If I mess up, I publish it. If I don't, I'd publish it. Either way, I'm publishing it and I'm sharing it and showing people, because you know what? You can't make everything perfect, because you got to learn from your mistakes, and it's better to teach others from your mistakes as well, because they can learn from it as well. So that's another philosophy of mine, is when I'm recording, even if I have a messed up flight, I'm still going to publish it. I've been like that since day one. Not every flight on here has been perfect. I know that. 100% I know that. Sometimes it's been my fault. Sometimes it's been TFM's fault. Sometimes it's been the Sim's fault. But either way, it's getting published and I'm sharing it. That's just, I've always done that. Because how can you help somebody if you can't even admit to your own mistakes? How can you sit there and tell someone else, how to do something, if I can't admit that I messed up, right? And I've got no problem admitting when I mess up. It's all part of, it's all part of it. So keep that in mind. Someone said, why worry about quality so much? You're in a sim, you're not flying as a real pilot, so it really doesn't matter, does it? Are you serious? Of course it matters. I'm going to put this in short term, because I'm not going to be here for an hour like I could be. I get in the sim for the reason that it is a sim, and I want to simulate everything as if it was the real deal. That makes me better as a pilot, makes me better as a person, and it makes us look better as BVI. Some people might get in the sim and treat it like a game. I do not. I take everything serious. ATC, for example. I don't just laugh and shrug it off. I take it very serious. What do you got to say on that, Brandon?
I think unfortunately you do have some people that do treat it. I agree with you. I think take it seriously as if you were in a real aircraft flying it. Because
Now, what I won't do, and there's a guy I watch, and by the way, thumbs up to him, 7.4 gear, and I really like this guy. He flies he only flies 7.4s, but he said that you get some people that get on YouTube and they'll sit there and tell somebody how to do something when they don't even know. They'll act like that their way is the only way, and they're not even a real pilot. Now, what I won't do is come on as a simmer and tell you that, look, this is how you got to do it. There's no other way, because one, I'm not a real pilot and I'm not going to pretend to be one. Have I had my experiences? Absolutely. But I won't speak as a pilot. Now, some might. If they do, then that's on them. But I agree with 7.4 gear. If you're not a real pilot, don't put them words in your mouth, and don't miscredit yourself by telling people that this is the way you better do it this way in the real world. Like, I won't, basically, don't give real advice to real flying. Like, I give my advice to simming and simming only, because I don't know enough about it to give any other way. But you see other, like, real pilots out there that they'll make their mistakes and tell you that you got to do it this way when they're wrong too. And 7-4 gear says don't tell somebody something's wrong if you really don't know, you know.
Yeah, that guy is really good. I like watching his stuff too.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing. He's a good guy. Y'all check him out. Easy to find. Like I said, it's 7-4 gear. Go subscribe and tell him that BVI Pilot sent you over. Real good guy. But yeah, I don't never try to. Now I'll give my advice all day on stuff that, how I fly and things that I know that work for me. I'll say, look, do it this way. But I'll never say this is the only way you can do it. No, I won't do that.
Yeah, there's no one way to do something. Like, somebody tries to tell me that, I'm just like, no, there's more than one way to do something.
We got some good pilots in BVI. The ones here, and plus, there's Declan. Declan's another one that, the guy is really good at flying. He understands it. He looked at it kind of the way that I do, and so he'll grab that real information and bring it into the sim and treat it that way, not just, well, I'll figure it out. You can go dig in the manual, and if you find a way to do something in the manual, I promise you, if you're flying payware, it's going to work. It's going to work. I mean, it just will. But yeah, so shout out to 7-4 gear, and I wish I could remember the other guy's name. I'm still trying to think of it. I forget his name. At one time, he had a bad accident, or the bad, because they do like the stunt planes where they race them and stuff too. I can't remember his name, but there for a while, his friend had crashed and been out, couldn't fly for the longest time, and he did a nosedive. I know I've shared this video with you guys, I think, in the past, but I can't remember his name. It'll come to me when I'm done recording, probably. That's the way it works. But anyway, a lot of good pilots out there. A lot of good pilots in the BVI. We got some new pilots that are still learning, and the only way to get better is make mistakes and learn from it.
We actually have one that's never simmed before, and they're actually coming up to the sim. They actually wrote an email to one of the lists saying my journey starting out in flight simming, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, a guy's name's Justin or something.
Huh.
Did you see that email, Josh?
No, where's that? The Euro Flight list?
No, it was on it was on the GitHub list.
GitHub, like GitHub issues or whatever? Like
No,
the
the
discussion?
the talking flight monitor one.
Well, it's always good to have new people joining us. And
Is that Justin, like one Justin began up here? Or like came up here?
I didn't look at the email. I didn't read the whole message.
I wonder what happened to him. Speaking of, if that Justin's listening now or later, man, you disappeared on us. Where'd you go, buddy?
I was wondering that too.
We was in the middle of going to help him out flying, and
It kind of disappeared on us.
you vanished on us, bud. Thought you wanted to get my buddy George to get out the smaller plane and start doing some rescue searching.
Yeah, they have to.
Yeah. But, and their thing is this, too, if you mess up, don't get so mad and freak out, okay? You're going to mess up from time to time. Things ain't always going to be perfect. But, I will say this. As a pilot, really, it should be perfect every time, because you are flying one, you're flying yourself around. That's important. But number two, especially if you're flying passengers, you know, if you think about it, flying is one of them jobs where there is no room below being perfect. If you think about it, there really isn't.
I can't tell you how many times I've messed up on that sim, and tried to be like, hey, I need to bail because I got problems. So I messed up many times. Just getting mad about it doesn't do any good.
The thing I've learned on Bat Sim is don't bail out on the ATC unless you have absolutely no other option. And I've seen it where people would say, no, I'm just going to bail out, when they could have stuck around and tried to figure out the problem. Don't just bail out unless that's your only option. Because more likely, if you just take a deep breath, put your plane into hold, let it fly, let it do a holding for, a couple minutes, get your thoughts together. Because remember, when you go into hold, you're just going in a circle. So you're not going nowhere. And then get yourself together. And I'll tell you what works is, if you're having a problem, you contact ATC and you say, hey, I've got a problem going on here. Can you give me a heading and a position where I can hold for a minute and get myself figured out on this real quick? They're,
See, with Air, I think they can just give you a waypoint to hold on, and go
well, it doesn't really matter, because if no matter if you're at a waypoint or not, when you hit hold, you're just going to start holding. So they might tell you to wait at Oscar, or they might say wait till you get, when you get to Oscar, wait there, hold there. But either way, when you hit hold, you're going to hold. And when you're ready to move on again, you just refresh your waypoint, refresh it, and your plane will, head that way. I think you got to turn hold mode. I think you got to turn off your hold. I think you got to hit the hold button again. But once you do, it'll go to that. But yeah, sometimes you can have them just send you to a waypoint. Either way. But point is, hold and get yourself together. Stop flipping out. Because people's going to be way more impressed whenever you come out of that hold and you land. They're going to say, you know what? That person there had a problem, but they got through it. Congratulations. So, it's important. I think, and we might test this theory out here in a minute just to see. I'm all about doing new stuff and learning and making sure I'm doing stuff the right way. I think if you hit hold, doesn't it just go automatically in the hold, you guys?
No, I think you have to actually select a waypoint on the lens page like that. I'm not sure. I think on the for the 7.3 you have to select a waypoint to hold at. On the side of that.
All right, well, let's take a look at the holding page and see if we can blow this thing up. See if we can hold for a minute. All right.
You don't know what, 7.3 or 7.4?
I'm in the, yeah. Let me get to the window here. Messages. Okay, I need to. Okay, so. On my leg page at the top it says MODRTE.
I think, yeah, that's route, like RTE is route. MOD, I think that means, well, no, MOD, like you're on now. I wonder, too, if you have an execute key there.
Yeah, I don't know how it's executed, but well. Make sure we're still on track here. 285. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here. Init rep, RTE, climb cruise, hold button. So let me hit the hold button. All right, it says hold 1/1. So the very first one says Exani 230/7,000. I'm nowhere near 7,000 feet. I don't know if that's what that means.
So that's, no, that, I guess that's, I guess a holding on maybe your approach. No, I wonder how to like add current waypoints like where you're at. You need to hold right now for some reason. But
Well, let's see. And at the bottom, left off 6 says next hold. I think that means the next. Should I try that? Next hold?
yeah, try that too.
Okay, now it's got a list of points. Wait, no, listen to my leg page. So let's see what we're holding here. No, it's on 285. I wonder if it's going to hold when I get to the next waypoint here, Josh.
I mean, where is it showing now on the one page? Is it showing?
Well, as soon as I hit
Showing the,
I hit left off 6 on next hold, and it took me to the leg page.
oh, okay. And then did you select the hold on?
It didn't.
Or is it just gonna?
Yeah, there's nothing here to. Yeah. I think it's going to hold when it gets to. Okay, let's just see what happens. It'd be a good lesson to take out of this video today is on how to do it. Yeah, we're still at 284. We got 21 miles to go. So drink another beer. "17 beers on the wall, 17 bottles of beer." We're not be no beer bottle on the wall, or I might get in trouble.
Soda inside?
Yeah.
We're just seeing what this hold will do. If it works, then good. And so we've taught something new with PMDG today. I've not really practiced holding much, so I don't know much about it.
I just hope it, if it does, you can get out of it.
Well, I should be able to just hit the waypoint again. I think if I refresh the waypoint at the top, if I hit that twice, okay, let's see. Yeah, 284. 6 miles to go. See what it does. No. Okay. So at the top where the whole page is, it says fix SPD and then slash TGT.
Fix is basically another word for waypoint. Like it's a fix, like a whole fix.
Okay, let's see if it shows a waypoint.
Speed is the speed, the target speed that you're supposed to be at. EGT, estimated something.
I wonder if it means estimated ground.
Here we go. Leg distance. And then best speed. And you gotta put it there. You gotta put it where it says dash dash dot dash NM.
Oh, maybe, so I have to put a speed and maybe I have to put like how many miles we will maybe want the motor to be. I'm not entirely sure about that.
Well, yeah, but speed is more than two dash. It just got dash dash dot dash NM.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It says if it wants a distance. I don't know about the other fields, though. On the last field, it's one like
This is speed and nautical miles.
Distance is nautical miles.
Oh, yeah. So it's probably distance.
Wait, wasn't there 3 blanks? Or were there just 2?
No, there's two.
There's two dash dash dot dash and then NM. Oh wait, hold on.
I wonder if the first one is your speed.
Wait a minute.
Or is the distance of the
Wait a minute. There's so after the dash dash dot dash NM, right under it says there's 20, like there's several dash marks going across on the right side. So on the left it says leg dist for distance. And it's not a big deal, dude. You say it like someone getting in trouble.
No, but I bet they're going to wonder what you're doing.
What do you mean? Why would they wonder?
The flight is still on course.
Oh, you're on that. You might want to maybe not
Well, I'm not going to now. I got ATC, people. Gold Star International with you at flight level 350. My apology, I didn't catch that. Could you repeat, please? Yeah, it is GSI Golf Sam India 1133. I'm just in their space. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
He's not even gave me. Was that 0671? One 1118. He's way muffled. Wait. Dot X 1118. That's not working. GSI squat code 1118 is what I was picking up. My apologies, the audio is kind of muffled there. Squat code 0671. All right, now. Thank you, sir. Sorry about that. My audio was being silly on you. All right, so I'm gonna go back to what I was looking at here. I'm not gonna hold you guys because we do got an ATC. That's everything you need to know is if you do have ATC online, let's say that I did want to hold, just for whatever reason, I don't know. Whatever. For some reason you need to hold. You gotta get approval by the ATC. So, being the ATC is online, I'm not gonna hold. I'm not even gonna try to hold because, well, I don't really have a reason. And I mean, what am I gonna say? Hey, man, I'm gonna hold just because I want to hold, right? I don't want to do that. So, we'll mention this more on a video where we're not, not on ATC. And we'll get that figured out. I think the way that looks to me is at the bottom where it says dash dash dot dash. That's speed. So like that there would represent like a Mach speed, right? To me it would. Like 79.0 or 0.1 or whatever. That's what that would be on the left side. And on the right, I don't even know. I'll have to read up on it a little bit. Well, that's what I thought too, but I don't know where else that decimal would come in. The way they got it wrote there, it don't look familiar to me because it's dash dash dot dash. When if it was Mach, technically it should be dash dot dash dash, but that's not the way it. I'll have to read the manual. That'd be the best spot to get my answer. So I'll just look at the manual and see what it says. Or if I can get a hold of my pilot friend, I could cheat and just ask him and he can give me the answer right away. But I know he's not available right now. I know he's about 40,000 feet in the air as of, 5-ish hours ago. And he was on a 13-hour flight. No, I think he's heading back here. He was across sea doing stuff somewhere. I don't know the full detail, and I know he's got a he's got some time. He's gonna be taking off here soon. So, cause he's like, I got too much to get done. I can't get it done because I keep getting called. So he's getting some time off, and he's going to get some stuff done. Your stuff, along with airplane stuff. The Cessna's got some new. It's got some new blade. He got some new. What do they call them? Yeah, well, he's got a new prop altogether, actually. The one, whenever it got serviced, there was an issue with it somewhere, so he's just going to replace it and fix the other one later and then sell it or put it up on the shelf somewhere. You know, now that I'm just thinking about that, remember when I'd said that the oil pressure was acting stupid that day?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I bet that was part of it. Big Red does the body good. And then in the small print it says on the commercial, don't talk to your doctor about drinking Big Red because when you don't drink it. You know where they read it like real fast? They'll advertise something and they'll like read the other part real fast. That's what they'd read fast is, don't talk to your doctor because the doctor isn't going to be in it. Well, hopefully when I hit that less off 6 and it took me to the leg page, I hope that didn't put in for a holding. I don't think it did. I do want to take a look here. 1 hour and 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Yeah. 1 hour, 2 minutes, 30. Let's get our here we go. Destination runway, so CYYC. $11. All right, now let's see what our frequency is going to be. $110.55, 105. Guys, sometimes when you put in the information for your frequency and hit OK, it doesn't take it and you got to do it again, but we're going to go ahead and get ours put in. There we go. Now we're in. right, so the flight plan here is when we get to 15,000, we're going to be at 150 knots. By the time I get down and I'm at about 9,000, well, let's see, 3, 4.
250 at 15,000.
So at 15,000, we're going to be at 250. At 10,000, we're going down to 210. Then at 8,000, no, about 6,000. Let me think here. All right, so here we go. We're going to do 250 at 15,000. 210 at 10,000. Then when we get down and we get down near 8,000, we'll go to 190 knots. And that's going to give us plenty of time to continue to work on our localizer, all that good stuff. Get set up for that landing. I think it's about how I did it last time I landed here, which was about a month ago. That was a flawless landing. That was like a negative 11 or something like that. I mean, it couldn't have got no better. I guess the one guy went over and got the screens put back into the new plane for George. That's done again. New headsets. Yeah, I'm sure that made him feel a little bit better about getting that back on track. That's pretty much kind of like his secondary income, and he wasn't getting any there for a little bit. But Not too far to go, you guys. "53 minutes. And we're currently all right. I don't need this window. We'll close that one. Check our fuel. Oh yeah, we're probably gonna have a bit more than what we needed, but I'll tell you the one thing about these business jets, man, it doesn't take hardly anything to get these things off the ground. Like, when they pick up, they're gone. I mean, they are gone.
I'm just glad they got the update to slow it down.
I better knock on some wood. Slow down the business jet before I land. PMDG updated their business jet, yeah. There were some bugs. You just get it through the updater. Or the PMDG center or whatever. Virginia, something Saskatchewan, Canada. Dun 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 dun. Hey Brandon, when we get down to 30,000, just go out and stand on the wing of the plane and see how.
Make Josh do that. That's not
No, we're gonna put him on the nose of the plane. As long as the plane don't try to anally induce him, he'll be all right. Or should I say he's gonna be anally reduced? Hashtag anally reduced. Josh, you're in for it, pal. You got to go sit on the nose of the plane and, well, it ain't gonna matter if you bring lubrication or not, because it's gonna hurt either way it goes.
Strangely enough, I
Oh yeah, there's especially if they're cleaning, like, you know, like these real big planes when they're cleaning the windows and stuff. They'll get up on the wings and walk right on. Dude, the size of one wing on like a 777 is massive.
don't doubt it.
I'm wanting to say. Now maybe I'm wrong here, but I thought the data came back that the wingspan was like the size of a football field or more than that, maybe. I can't remember. Let's ask our best friend, Echo. What is the size of the wings on a 777?
Here's something I found on the web. According to TheDailyBeast.com, the wingspan of the 777 is 200 feet.
200 feet.
That's a huge wingspan.
How many feet is a football field? Echo. How many feet is a football field?
One football field is 360 feet.
So, it's a little more half the length of a football field.
Yeah.
And what they're talking about from wing to wing, or is that just one wing?
I think that's from wing to wing.
That is crazy. Echo, what is the length of a 777 aircraft?
This might answer your question. The Boeing 777 is 242 feet long.
Yeah, so picture this, guys. The wing width is almost the same as the length from nose to tail on the 777. That is massive. I mean, that's huge. All right. Let's take a look here. 45 minutes and 39 seconds until we descend. I love flying. And you know, it's true what they say, Brandon. I believe that. They say you either like flying or you don't, because you can't be in the middle. I mean, you can, I guess, but flying wouldn't be very valuable to you if it was in the middle. Because I love to fly. I love flying. You know, it honestly relaxes me. It does something for me, for my nerves, for my day, you know.
Yeah, I just think it takes stress off.
There's even, you know, I mean, to me, I think, you know, being able to fly and stuff, it's great. But even, like, sometimes I'll lay down and I'll just turn on the airplane sound. You know, the sound of the airplane on the inside. It's got that low, you know, that low hum, and put you to sleep like a little baby, like a little
Oh wait, that was a big baby. What do you like to do, Brandon? Yeah, by the way, folks, if there's any ATC listening, he doesn't mean it when he's on a bat Sam, though. He don't mean it on bat Sam, 'cause if he did, oh, you'd be in trouble. No, he doesn't. 'Cause if he did, I'd tell on him like a big tattletale. Nana, nana, boo, boo. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding. No, I do like on YouTube. The guy does, yeah, he's on YouTube, Tim. This guy is, and he's on the Oceanic, and he's on Bat Sim, and everybody's watching him, and he's sitting there just sleeping away, and next thing you know, there was an ATC listening, watching him, yeah. ATC was watching. They's like, we've been trying to reach you for the last 25 minutes. Now we understand why we couldn't reach you. Yeah, you got kicked off. You don't go on Bat Sim and sleep on your flight, people. You just don't.
How much time do you have to be maximum to be idle? I think it was like 30 minutes maximum.
Yeah, well, you've always had to tell ATC that you were stepping away. You just go on and say, hey, I need to stay away from the controls for a minute. And they'll say, okay, hurry up. And 30 minutes, longer than 30 minutes. I think if you had a very valid reason, they probably wouldn't do nothing, but if it was just oh man, I went in there and I took a shit and started watching this movie and man, I forgot all about flying. They ain't gonna fall for that, but.
You have to tell them about potty breaks, or you can just go and come back. No, you can just say, hey, such and such is going to be ready for a minute. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. You don't have to tell them exactly what you're doing.
See, I've never had a supervisor drop in on me. Not once, ever.
That's interesting. But I've had them drop in on me on over the ocean, and they just wanted to make sure I was awake.
But this new thing they implemented, though, this was after you already stopped flying, though. That's why it's weird they even checked in on you, because they didn't do that before the...
This was before I stopped.
That's what I'm saying. They started doing that after, so it's weird that someone dropped in on you. It's awkward.
Maybe they were starting it. I think they just started it last night. Have they always had the 30-minute thing though, or is that kind of new?
No, they've always had that, yeah. This guy is completely muffled. You can't understand nothing he's saying. It's
They really need. I really wish that they. I hope I don't get that my first flight. 'Cause I'll be frustrated.
No, I would just tell them if they have that.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna tell them all I'm hearing was muffling. GSI 1117 traffic. I heard someone come up there, but it was just I was only getting muffling from this end. Fix your audio, Mr. ATC. And if you can't, then get off the f***ing radio, pal. Maybe I should go in there and be like,
Hey, Mr. ATC guy, you need to, like, fix your muffle, 'cause it's broke, homie. You feel me? Be like, GSI 1117. Oh, he's still muffled like a muffle. Well, that guy's audio sounds real bad. He needs to fix it real quick, like, 'cause it sounds like doo-doo. Shooky poo-poo. Just saying. No offense to the ATC, but the audio sucks.
it really does. It's horrible.
If it's that bad, then how do they
This, here,
don't they get more than one complaint?
this is what it sounds like. It sounds like this. You talk like this. You don't know what it is. You don't need to see. That's what it sounds like.
Well, I mean, that actually, it's freaking, some idiots on the microphone, like, they'll have the volume, the gain up too high, and sometimes they'll probably have their mic too close to their mouth and stuff, like, I think a lot of that stuff, plus it puts an effect on your voice, so a lot of it is people not know how to use a damn microphone.
No, like you can tell this guy's mic is just sucky. Period. It sounds like he's in a freaking box. Like if I'm on my mic too much, yeah, you can tell because I'd be up here talking like this. That'd make me grow loud, right? It's not like that. It's like this. You can't understand what he's saying when you're talking like this. You can't understand what he's saying. You can't understand him at all. But it's not like he's in his mic. It's just the mic itself. It just you can't understand it.
Mike, if you've told him twice already about it, he's still not.
No, I'm not gonna report. I'm not reporting him, dude.
This is why if you have a mic like that and then people tell you it's bad, switch to text.
I would text him and say, hey, you can text me, but I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know how these other guys are even hearing him because it's bad, dude.
Can you turn on the cut? Does it transcribe at all? Can you turn on the transcription?
No, no. I can transcribe it. It says, I'll tell you what it says. This radio sounds like fucking shit and there ain't nothing I can do to fix it, so I need to get off the fucking air.
You have a brain in here, but what do you, like, how do you feel?
Text. You would do text. Yeah, you would just do text.
Because I know that there really are.
Well, not just that, but sometimes pilots talk too fast, you can't understand them, so just go to text. Let's see here, guys. 34 minutes. About 240 miles. Till descent.
Surely he won't be the same one giving you landing. No. And he won't
No, and sometimes they'll just text you your information. You ain't got to read back at all. You just got to tell them when you're ready, and they'll.
Yeah, they'll send you what's called a PDC, a pre-departure clearance.
And you don't got to read none of that back. Yeah, because you don't got to read it back at all. You bet you just go back at. Well, they'll give you that. They'll give you that, and then you tell them when you're ready to, go to the runway, and then they'll tell you, okay, go ahead, get to the runway, and then tell them, tell them ready to take off. You don't got to read none of that stuff. That's not a Canada thing. I mean, they do it all around.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. You don't have to memorize a bunch of stuff and like read it all back.
No, because you
Talk
basically
back.
don't, yeah, you get all the information that you know, but you like the altitude and the clock code and frequency. And yeah, you don't have to read that back.
Nice.
Faux shizzle nizzle. Now, Tim, when you go on VATSIM, you're going to need to get a mixer like mine, and you got to go on there and you got to say,
GSI, I need a motherfucking IFR clearance to your fucking mama's house, bitch!
Obviously, he wouldn't really do that. I'm just fucking off.
GSI, I'm gonna need a camera so I can record my co-pilot Brandon kissing Sarah on the ass.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, you wanna spank that fucking cow's ass? Mm.
Call me Big Daddy when you back that ass up. Girl, who you playing with, back that ass up.
Can't stand it. Wet bandit.
Call me Big Daddy when you back that ass up.
Damn. That was perfect. That was perfect timing, dude.
Say back that ass up. Girl, who you playing with, back that ass up. They call me Big Daddy when you back that ass up.
That's fucking great, dude. That's good shit. That's good shit.
That shit is hilarious.
I promise we're okay, everybody. I promise you, we will be okay someday, somewhere. Dude, shit. That was funny. That was good shit. He said,
I'm gonna smack that ass. Yes, I
Damn. Woo. Sarah be like, oh, Jesse. Oh, smack it.
am. Call me Big Daddy when I back it up, baby.
Just kidding, Jesse. We got to give you a hard time. You know why not? You probably ain't even listening anyways. Just gonna be like, what are y'all doing, man? Y'all on there talking about Big Daddy's backing that ass up. I didn't catch one word that he said. I don't know if it was for me or not. GSI 1117. Was that for me? Have a good day. You don't gotta repeat I'm going to Unicom. They don't give a shit. Actually, no, they don't. I just saw 3 fucking pilots go to Unicom and didn't say going to Unicom. They just said good day. That's it. Yeah. I am. $27 you guys. We don't got far to go when we start our descent here into good old Calgary. Wait a minute. Yes, you have. You've landed here with the freeware, Brandon, on our.
The only time I ever flew it was I like that. I made it there.
I mean, others landed there. I've landed there many a time with freeware. It's just, you just got to watch how you're flying. You got to control your speed. You can't just expect your plane to do your speed for you and slow you down enough. You got to do the speed. You got to. If you don't, you're not going to land. Guarantee it. And your flaps. Fuck letting FS Tramp do your flaps. You do your flaps. And you do your speed. No, but I'm saying don't. There are some planes that will do the flaps for you. So. I believe the 380 does flaps. Actually. I don't remember which one it was, but well, no, not most of them don't. Most of them do not, but. And there was an Airbus because I flew it, and then there was maybe it was another Airbus. I don't remember, but I know there was a couple of them that did do flaps. My point was not about which one does or doesn't. My point is just don't let anything do your flaps or your speed because it's going to be wrong. And if you go in, at a slower speed, you'll catch ILS and you should land without no problem. Should.
Full speed is usually 180 knots for capturing the localizer. And then when you get to your glide, to the final approach fix, you get down to like 140, 145.
Yeah, I usually, by the time I get to the localizer, I'm at 190 knots, and then from there, it's gonna. I mean, yeah, it shouldn't matter. Anything under 100, anything under 200 knots, just catch your localizer, glide slope, and you should be good. The shit that Andy was saying that we're not that, maybe he didn't know, but I think it was Andy. I can't remember who it was. When someone was saying that you had to be at 180 knots or higher to get the glide slope and the localizer, and that's not true. It's not based on. It's not really based on speed. I mean, unless you're doing like 300 knots, you go past it too fast. But technically you could catch it at 220 knots if you wanted. But
It's at altitude, really.
yep, pretty much. Slower the better. That's what I go by. $153 miles to go, you guys. Not far. All right, let's go ahead and all right, let's do. We're gonna do 40 degrees. There we go. 40 degrees. All right. There we go. That does that. And then Alt D. Request. I'm still going to do the weather for descent, even though it's going to be there. You are. Okay. Refresh. Load grader. Execute. There we go. So the altitude for this runway is 3656. I'm setting my altitude for 3500.
Oh, wow.
Ain't gonna matter because time you get to 1,000, it's not even care about that altitude you got set anyways.
Now, if you want a higher port, frame rate, that's not.
Oh,
Dear God.
I landed it, but it's a bitch. $117 miles to go. I've already got everything set up for descent. I'll do the checklist when I get to about 20 miles out. I could actually do it now, it wouldn't matter, but we'll wait. Man, this time last night, my plane was all over the place. I don't know what the hell happened.
Seems like the repair really fixed it.
Yeah.
But it took all day. Yeah, for him, yeah, it did. 'Cause it took quite a few minutes.
Took a little while.
Did the repair get rid of it, or did you do that?
He did it.
I did more than just I did more than just run a P3D repair. Like, I deleted a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Fixed it up. This
Like,
thing's-
you went with the root cause then? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, the cause was Active Sky. Yeah.
Oh, so you reinstall it or just not using it?
But no, I didn't reinstall it.
Is it that difficulty thing? No, I thought that was
Mm-mm.
I doubt it.
No. It was, every time I would select Active Sky, it would just lock up and then close. So something got out of out of place somewhere, but oh well, it's fixed now. So I think it was the mix of things though, because TFM or the Sim, one or the other, was turning shit off and on. Yeah. before we get Linda here, I want to thank you guys for watching the live stream and remind you to tell your friends about us on Facebook or any other social sites you might be a part of. Have them come over to our Twitch page and click on that follow button and follow us and help us build our Twitch page up here. Get more people over, but either way, we appreciate all the views, even if it's just 10 views or 1 view. Every view counts, and your thoughts and you being able to enjoy the videos, that's what makes a difference. So we appreciate that. And those on YouTube as well that might be watching through YouTube, you can also watch us on Twitch as well. We're tapped in with YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. We've even got a thing connected with Twitter where it will send out information to Twitter as well. So you got several ways to watch us: Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, or Restream. You can actually watch. That's actually a way you can watch there as well. So all kinds of ways. Again, if you're on YouTube, tap on that subscribe button and join us here. And be sure to set your notifications always so you're notified each and every single time that we publish a new video or go live. And you really do got to set your notifications. If you don't, you won't get notified. Then I get emails saying, well, you're never on, you're never on, you're never on. It's like a mockingbird. You're never on, you're never on. But I am on all the time. You got to set them notifications, folks. All right? So, anyway, I appreciate all of you, and hopefully we'll have a good landing here in good old Calgary. The runway is at 3,650 feet, roughly. And today I can't tell you the temperature outside because I don't know because the weather ain't working. So let's just guess and say it's nice out today. What should be freezing? And I'll tell you guys, be sure to wear your tank top, shorts. It'll be like 10 degrees outside or some shit. No, I don't know what the weather is. Active Sky it's not giving me. Let me see. Maybe it's working now. Still saying minus 72 degrees. So we'll check out weather when we get landed and see what the weather says as far as temperature. I think that might be working. But the wind part is not. It's saying the wind is just 0, and I know better than that. There for about 30 minutes, we were getting rattled all over the place with turbulence and wind. So, anyway, let's take a look here. 61 miles to go, folks. So, actually 41, and we'll do our descent checklist. Get that out of the way, and get this bird landed. Not too bad of a flight. I mean, Detroit to Calgary, it's a, about 2.5 hour flight. That's about right. We started with about eight, something like that.
Yo, Tim. Hey, Tim.
Yo, Tim.
Do they call you Big Daddy when you back that up? Hoorah!
Oh my gosh. We could definitely make a good podcast. People. Oh, could we ever? And Daryl, if you're out there watching, I'm just hopefully things are going good for you and you've not been getting no cab rides no more and having them buy you fast food because, you might end back up on Judge Judy. I tell you what, you got to have some nerve to go up there on against Judge Judy, bro. You got to have some real nerve. She's like, stop reminding me who I am. I know I'm the judge. Yes, Your Honor. She's like, you are something else. You are a handful. You could tell he was getting so mad, you guys. He was getting so mad. Yes, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
Say, I can't believe you would actually say, well, I don't know why this is going.
Yeah, you're gonna go in there. You're not even the lawyer, and you're gonna talk to them about what's relevant or not. Yeah, you got some real nerve, buddy. Let me tell you something. Let me just tell you this. If someone ever says that to me in the courtroom, I'm gonna tell you right now, they are gonna have a real bad day. I guarantee you, they are gonna have a real bad day, and they will not forget who the hell I am. I promise you that. Tell me what. Well, that might not be relevant, so I don't know. All right, let's check this out, you guys. See what we got. 39. We're going to go ahead and do our consent checklist. Let's get it out of the way. Pressurization set. Auto brakes, check. Landing data, check. Altimeters, check. Approach briefing, completed. Checklist complete. There we go. We're going at a nice speed already. We're only doing 249, so nice smooth flight into Calgary. Yeah. And if you say that's irrelevant, I'm going to stampede your. Anyway, Daryl, the moral of the story is we hope that you don't get cab driver to buy you food no more, because it just don't work out for you, bud. And don't leave the one that does work at home on the dresser. You might be a redneck if you leave your good credit card at home on the dresser when you go to McDonald's for dinner. You might be a redneck if you... No, here you go. You might be a redneck if you call up Uber to take you to McDonald's and then make them pay for your dinner. Or Sonic. Yeah, there you go. Judge said, but... Judge Judy was like, but I bet you ate that food, didn't you? Yes, Your Honor. She's like, she said, I would have broken kneecaps. Or something like that. Well, and the thing is...
You don't even care about the fact that, like, that lady had to sit out for 2, 3, however long weeks it was while she was under investigation. You don't even care about that?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just don't understand the whole thing. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. It just doesn't. I would have just said, ma'am, I forgot my card. Can we go back and get my card? Is that possible? And I bet you the driver would have said, yeah, I'll take you back to get your card. And then we'll take you to get your food.
inconvenience them, but at the same time, it's a lot better off for everybody.
You know what? I have had drivers do a stop in between my main stop just so I could stop and get a drink. Didn't charge me nothing. Didn't even put it in the thing that, even got out, took me in the store to get my drink and brought me back out. So, don't ever say you can't communicate and things work out, because if so, then, well, that's as much as saying it's irrelevant. That's how far it goes with me. All right, we're getting ready to start our descent here. Four miles. Literally 26 seconds to cover 26 seconds to cover 3 miles. 16 seconds for 2 miles. Seven seconds. Here we go. A plane covers mileage, man, quick.
Oh, it does.
And here we go. Our first waypoint is 14,000 from 35, and we got to get there in 56 miles. We got to be at 14,000 or above in 56 miles. Well, yeah, we're dropping at 1801 a minute. When you got to remember, it don't got to be right at 14. It's just got to be above 14. So, I think we'll be all right on this landing. Things so far are looking real good. Minus 1706 a minute. We're at 32,000. I've got us dropping at 21.92 a minute. Currently at 28,000. GSI 1117 currently crossing over flight level 270 on a descent path for runway 11. It's going to be an ILS approach for runway 11. We'll let you know when we get closer. We're at 26,000, 1778 a minute. Still got 30 miles to go. So, you know, do the calculation. There's no way that I'm going to need to speed it up anymore now. So I went ahead and turned off the spoiler. We're at 26,000, so if we was doing 1,000 a minute, the math would still be we're gonna be would be there. You know, we'll make it. So usually what I'll do, guys, is I'll announce my flight level about anywhere from every 2,000, sometimes 5. I also look at you know, if I'm on ATC, obviously it's different because they're going to tell you kind of what you need to do. So we got someone at 23,000 on en route. So that's why it's important for me to announce what I'm doing. So we got 2 people coming in. Now, unfortunately, that one, I think it might be AI, but either way, the other person is not communicating about where they're at all. They're not saying anything. So that gives me more of a reason to say what's going on. I mean, seriously. GSI 1117, we are currently flight level 2358. Going to be crossing flight level 220. And then what I do, once I get under 18,000, because that's when you stop doing flight level, you know, 190, whatever. I just say the altitude. So I'll say 13,000. Some will say it, you know, differently, but not me. I just say what the altitude is. Yeah, for example, if this other plane is going where I'm going, all I can say is I hope they're out of the way when I touch the ground, because if not, I'm going to be eating their you know what, and that's going to be on them. GSI 1117 currently crossing over flight level 210 on a descent for Calgary with an ILS approach for runway 11. Any traffic in the area, please announce so I know where you're at. Well, these guys should hear me. They're not even. The one's not even 7 miles away from me. I mean, I can see his tail. I can see his one light on where the fin is. You know, you got the light back there. I can see that light. Yeah, he's coming up to show up even more now. GSI 1117, traffic in sight. Currently ahead of me on a heading of 287. And he's not saying shit. Well, I think there is something about communicating, but we're at minus 1483 a minute. Currently at 18.5. Gonna reset my speed down to. Well, I think we're already set for. Yeah, we're at 254, so I'll be at 250 at 15,000, and I'll change it once I get a little bit lower. Transition altitude. GSI 1117 currently crossing over the transition altitude. Traffic is still inside ahead of me. Please announce if you can pick me up. There's no way you can hear me, dude. No, because the AI was at like, he was way above me. He was at, let's see if I can see him again. Come on. All right. The one's the American Airline. That's the one in front of me, right below me a little bit. The other one is private CGVG or something like that. He's at 32,000. The one above me is AI. This other one, this American Airline, this AAR, I think it's what it is. It might have been L. I wasn't reading it exactly. I just seen the AA. Because NVDA is reading the initials, so it's hard for me to look at it. I gotta turn that off. No, it's not AI. If it had been an AI, they would have continued to do like they're landing. This guy just went up above me. I don't know what the hell he's doing. No idea. But he's not in my way no more. He's not in my way no more, so. GSI 1117 currently at 14,000 on a descent for Calgary ILS runway 11. You gotta tell where the hell you're at. I don't know why people make it a big deal that they don't. Like, what is to be so ashamed of? Do they think that, oh, well, that's not, I don't sound professional? Like, what the hell is it? Don't make any sense. All right, we're going to adjust the speed a little bit more. We're going to take it down to 230 knots. Nav 1, 110.55, Quartz 105. That is correct. I wish the 737 would announce the ILS thing like it does with the 777, where it says, you know, ILS tuned. But no, it can't do that. Mine is 10:53 a minute. The beautiful people, the beautiful people. Alberta, Canada. What? Where you at, Alberta? And Elmira? Elmira. My plane's on fire. Oh, gosh. If it was, you'd be hearing all kinds of nice little alarms. Look at our leg page here real quick. All right. GSI 1117 coming up on 10,000. Take a look here. All right, let's go ahead and set our speed for 210. Gonna get some flaps going here. GSI 1117 currently at 9,200 feet. Go with flaps 2. Just so you know, Brandon, we're at 80 90, 210 knots. I'm at flaps 2. When I get to 7,000, I'm going to 190. Yep.
Makes sense.
All right, we're at 190. All right, we're looking good. GSI 1117 currently leveled out at 7,300. Descent path for ILS runway 11. Approach mode on. Beautiful. Got a full auto land, folks. All right, you guys, we are on our GSI 1117, currently on our final approach for iOS 11. We're at 143 knots. And we are at 1376 AGL, 5134 ASL. The best thing to do for these higher up runways, watch your AGL. Just don't make ASL your main one that you pay attention to. Pay attention to the AGL, because that really matters. So we're at minus 771 a minute at 1193 AGL. So we're getting ready to set this puppy down. But Brandon, do you see what I mean by controlling that speed and coming in at a nice descent like that? Really makes a world of a difference. Big difference. Well, just in general, let's talk about freeware for a minute. If you're going slow, you're going steady, you're going slower, you're smooth, taking your time, it's going to be a lot better than, going fast and trying to get everything done in the last minute. But definitely payware is definitely the, it does make a difference. We're at 500 feet. Whoa! But hold on, back off your mic a little bit there. You just took out our inner ear cavities. There you go. That's better. I don't know why. It's just the server, man, likes messing with audio. You know how that goes. We're at minimums.
I was basically saying that payware, like no matter how you, no matter which one you use, whether you use CMAP or phone change, whatever, it's still going to be better than statistically freeware. Even with phone level change, you actually consider your speed, and if you change your speed, your available speed will change with it. So if you slow down, you will also slow down your rate of descent, critical speed.
No, not necessarily. No. That ain't true. The slower you go, the better it's going to be on you when you're coming in. I guarantee it with certainty. No reason I know that, because that's what I was taught from someone that does more than just a sim. If you come in fast, you're going to have harder times.
I didn't say anything about coming in fast. I said that when you slow down, because I'm talking about the level change. When you slow down your speed, slow level change mode will reflect, will
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's the whole point of slowing down. Yeah, exactly. I thought you said if you slow down, it's going to. I thought you were saying that's not going to help you land. I'm like, all right, let's see how my landing. Stupid MBDA, I tell you.
because like if you were, if you slow down, you put it about 250 and you're at like, 2,000 feet or something, it's still gonna hold that, so you have to like, basically keep babysitting.
Yeah, that's why I always go to. I mean, even, and I do it with freeware too. I go down, and when I get close to the runway, I'm going to be at 190 knots or less because of that vertical speed, or otherwise you're going to be like Josh said, babysitting until you get landed. Yeah, and that's a pain in the butt, man. Having to worry about that while you're trying to land, that is a pain in the arse. All right, in flight. Next. 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 And there that is. Then come back over here. There it is. Come on. GSI 1117. We're signing off for now. Have a good day. Guys, I'm going to tell you too, I didn't. Normally I do. I didn't. I should have. With VPilot, VATSIM, when you get landed, the best thing to do as soon as you get on the runway, go ahead and sign off. That way, if someone's trying to land or someone is landing, you're not going to be in their way. All right, so it's just a good thing to follow. And I didn't do it this time. I forgot. But don't forget, just as soon as you land, sign off. Just say, I'm out of here. Just just tell them.
I'm done dealing with you people. I'm out of here.
No, don't say that, but just sign off. I look at payware versus freeware, and some of this stuff, Brandon, like you said, some of it is harder to deal with, but we've dealt with FS Tramp for so long now to where we know what the do's and the don'ts are with freeware. We know. I mean, we know what works and what doesn't. So, for those of you that might be flying freeware, and Josh will tell you too, speed and flaps is something that you can always take control of no matter what. And to be honest, when you're in the air, and this is something that George told me too, flaps, speed, and spoilers is the life of you when you're in the sky. I mean, honestly, because if you don't have your flaps where they need to be, you're in trouble. If you don't have your speed where it needs to be, you're in trouble. If you got the spoilers out when they shouldn't be out, you're in trouble. So if you get them three things there, at least know when to use what speeds, what flaps, what spoiler, you should be all right. Should be. Even with FS Tramp. Because FS Tramp is a dirty little bitch. Being what?
The only reason why we're enslaved to that is because it's the stars. If we had something to deal with that, we wouldn't even need transmission. That's the only reason I was because without I know I like the TFN has a way to run most of the autopilot stuff now. You can use the speed and altitude bugs as you want. This Tramp is the only thing that does cities and stars as far as I know.
Right now, yes. But yeah, definitely when you're on the runway, when you're done with your flight on fast, definitely disconnect when you're on the runway.
I just fail, yeah, because we can't pull off the runway right now. I mean, we could warp to a gate, but that would be, yeah, nothing much to do. Take it back and stuff, yeah.
Oh yeah, you do.
My first meeting
Oh, alright. So guys, there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight, hanging out with me and Brandon and Tim and Josh and all that good stuff. And the way that you seen this tonight is going to be kind of the same thing when you see Josh fly or Brandon fly or Tim fly. And, well, Jesse says when Brandon flies his first flight, it's going to be a crash. So, maybe we should live stream your first flight. What do you think, Brandon? I think we should. Yeah. And we're going to let Brandon record it. He's going to... That's right. That's right. You should. Yeah, definitely, dude. I agree. Because I think you'll be all right.
I think.
Well, you're gonna kick some ass, man. You're gonna show Jesse that you call me Big Daddy when you back that ass up. Boy, who'd you playing with when you back that ass up? They call me Big Daddy.
So Big Daddy's going to back that plane up. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. I'm like, hey Jesse, watch me land this big ass plane, cause I'm the Big Daddy. Back that ass up.
Anyway, you guys, that's what we'll do on Brandon's first flight. We will come on and we'll let Brandon do the live stream. He can live stream it, and I think it'll be a good flight. I know it'll be a good flight because I'm going to be there with him. It's going to be a good flight, okay? If not, then I'm going to stop teaching because that means I've done a lot of things wrong, and I've been. Yeah, well, I'll be there. I'll be there. I mean, I've been teaching Brandon off on the side. I've been teaching Brandon without the plane, granted, but I would load the plane. I'd let him really feel the effects of it, hear the plane, see how it works, let him tell me what to do, and he's picked up a lot. So if he can't land whenever he flies this, then that means that, yeah. I mean, I think you'll be fine, dude. I think you'll be just fine. You just gotta, walk up in that cockpit, wipe your hands across the back of your ass to get the sweat off the palm of your hands, and just say, hey, I'm gonna fly this
Cause I'm Big Daddy. Better back that ass up, baby, cause I'm about to fly.
Anyways, y'all, it's been good. It's been fun as always. We have a lot of fun here, and we enjoy flying together. Give each other hard times. That's what we do. That's how we roll here at BVI. No, we help each other. That's what it's about. And Jesse, maybe you should be in your own jet flying the same day. Come and fly along with us. Let's see you fly, Jesse. We want to see you fly. Not like an... We want to see you fly and land, not fly and try to take off, because, well, never mind, John. Don't say that. All right. All right, y'all. We're out of here for now. Y'all take care. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Until next time, keep the blue skies up. Don't keep them down, 'cause if you do, well,
They won't be calling you Big Daddy.